Welcome to Butterfield Backstage Banter, the BSP podcast where host Jessica DeLappe is joined backstage by her guests to banter about theater at Butterfield in Gainesville, Texas.
Hello and welcome to Butterfield Backstage Banter. I am your host, Jessica DeLappe, and today I am joined by Miss Patty Hand. Hello, Miss Patty. How are you today?
Fabulous and glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining me. Miss Patty is the president of our board of directors. She is also the owner of the sponsor for the Wolves, which is Paddock Inc. Miss Patty, why don't you go ahead and first tell us a little bit about being a board member, how long you've been a board member for Butterfield?
On this stint, I've been here 20 years.
Wow.
And this is my second time to be on the board.
Oh, wow. How long did you serve on the board previously?
Let's say 10. I don't know.
Wow, that's quite a commitment.
Just part of my life.
I understand that. And how long of that time have you actually been the president of the board?
On this second stint, I would guess 18 years.
Oh, wow. Goodness. I knew it's been a while, but I didn't know it'd been that long.
Been a while. Let's put it mildly.
That's I bet it feels longer sometimes, doesn't it?
And then it seems like just yesterday.
I can understand that. Have you, in theater at all, have you ever actually performed in theater, or are you just a lover of it?
I'm a lover of theater. I performed in high school,
Oh,
but not of any talent. How about that?
that's fair. Have you ever tried your hand at any tech?
Oh, I would be worse at that.
Fair. What has continued that love of theater for you throughout your life?
When I was young, my grandmother took me to theater in Chicago and in London, and I was hooked. I loved it. And I also learned to love community theater in the town I grew up in. And it's, I think it can be the heart of a community, and it makes a difference in how children grow up, whether or not they go to the theater.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I very much love the theater, and I think, especially the community theater, I think there's something so special and magical to the whole theater process, and community theater just brings something extra to that because everybody that's involved is truly there because they love it.
Absolutely.
And it's so great to see everything come together to put on shows. Let's shift gears just a little bit and talk a little bit about your company. You are a sponsor, so tell us a little bit about the company.
The name of the company is Paddock Inc. My husband and I started it 30 years ago. It is a private investigating firm. We have done everything you think a private investigator should do, but we don't have a Ferrari. And we don't carry guns. We're just not cool. Most of it's very boring. Biggest part of our work right now is due diligence for large loans.
Oh.
We work for financial institutions. Pretty boring.
I was going to say, that sounds so exciting. Not what most people think of probably when they think of private investigators.
We do sometimes find people. We do background searches. We have a division that does serves. We do surveillance. I don't do surveillance.
I was going to say, have you ever done surveillance?
The answer to that is yes. I was in a bathroom once. There was a whole thing with people in line to see whether or not a woman was hurt.
Oh, wow.
But that was years ago. No, I'm not a surveillance person.
That's fair.
Okay, I do have to tell you,
Okay.
my one thing that I'm good at is environmental research.
Oh,
And
really?
there was a time when that was a big part of our business.
Is that something that you're good at because you hold a special passion for it, or just happen to have a savvy talent for hunting down what's needed?
Yes, let's go with that.
With that, okay.
And it takes a lot of organization.
I would imagine so. I would imagine. What kind of impact does some of your environmental research have?
Oh, work where the money is. So, because we like to eat and I like
Understandable.
shoes. So bottom line impact, I have saved insurance companies money.
Okay. Very interesting. From a perspective of both a board member and a business owner, let's talk sponsorships of our shows, because some people may not know that a lot of what helps support community theater is the sponsorship. So can you kind of talk to our audience a little bit about that importance? And
it is important. I do it because I love the theater. It's a way to give back to the community. I consider it a donation. We don't do a lot of work in Cook County, so I don't feel like our company needs advertising. But if I were a local company, if I were a food service company, if I was a bank, if I was an insurance company, I think it would be a wonderful, cheap way to get a lot of advertising, because at every show you're mentioned. If you're a sponsor, you're on the website, you're on Facebook, you're everywhere. It is an excellent way to get the word out about a company, and it's not very expensive. In the realm of advertising.
Yes, very true. And it's a good cause.
Absolutely.
So, and usually we have sponsor nights for our shows, or that's something that not necessarily every show, but we have done that in the past, and our sponsors have really enjoyed when we do that kind of thing. So that's a little perk that sponsors can enjoy as well.
Absolutely.
Let me see here. Let me look at my questions. Would you like to plug your website or any social media or anything for your business?
It's paddock.com. It's pretty easy. Anybody out there need a private investigator? Sure.
There we go. And I will put that information in our little comment box for the video. To wrap up, you kind of already talked on this, but can you tell our audience why you feel they should support community theater or look into doing a sponsorship?
What would my number one reason be? Probably children. We have a wonderful children's theater program. The children start at 6 years old. They go through college. They come back and do plays. It is a wonderful way to introduce children to theater, to literature. They're not on their phone when they're on the theater, on the stage.
That is very true. Wonderful. Well, Patty, thank you so much.
Just a minute. And it's also fun. Some of the plays are wonderful fun, and it's a community event.
Yes. Okay. Great response. Thank you so much, Patty, for joining me today. And thank you for all that you do for Butterfield. I know myself, I very much appreciate it. And I know there are plenty of other people in this community who are so thankful for Butterfield and the impact it's made in their lives.
And Jessica, I appreciate you being head of marketing, because I don't want to do that job. Well, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much to our viewers for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can get tickets for the Wolves available on our website at butterfieldstage.org, or you can call the box office. All the information is below. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you for joining us. For more information, please visit butterfieldstage.org.